But there's also at the same time increasing water demand, not only for horticulture, agriculture, but also for other demands as well. That can provide the farmers with advanced information or the forecasting information.
Saudara, apa buah Indonesia yang disukai di Jepang?
Well,
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat sore Hortimania. Saat ini sama dengan saya di samping kiri saya ini ada Mrs. Junko Sagara. Beliau adalah spesialis sumber daya air di Departemen Asia Tenggara. Dia bekerja pada proyek pengolahan sumber daya air, irigasi dan manajemen resiko banjir. Sebelum bergabung dengan ADB, Junko bekerja di sebuah perusahaan konsultan teknik selama lebih dari 14 tahun dan mengerjakan berbagai proyek di bidang perencanaan dan pengolahan sumber daya air. Jadi kita kedatangan tamu yang sangat luar biasa dan udah bersiap untuk berbincang dengan saya. Oke, Miss Sagara, menurut Miss Sagara, menurut pengamatan Anda, bagaimana kondisi sumber daya air di Indonesia saat ini, khususnya terkait dengan kebutuhan pertanian hortikultura?
thank you. The water resource situation in Indonesia is the country has abundant water resources. But with the recent climate change impacts and the future anticipated impacts, I believe the country is experiencing more frequency and intensification of extreme water events. I think with El Nino impacts, there have been water shortages, many flooding events, which is impacting the agriculture and horticulture sector in the country. And so we expect that the country will experience more water shortages, and which may impact the horticulture sector in the future.
Oke, luar biasa. Ternyata dia memahami apa yang saya ucapkan ya. Artinya luar biasa. Menurut pengamatan Mrs. Junko Sagara, apa saja tantangan terbesar dalam pengolahan sumber daya air untuk pertanian di Indonesia ini?
I think the challenge would be to provide adequate water at the right timing, which is needed for the agriculture sector. And with the increasing variability in precipitation and availability of water resources, this is going to be more difficult to secure the required water at the sufficient amount at the appropriate location. So that will need to be addressed by several ways. I think there needs to be more climate responsive and adaptive technologies to be utilized in agriculture to improve water efficiency, and also to adapt to those changing parameters in the agriculture practices by adapting more climate-friendly agriculture.
Wow, keren banget ya. Mrs. Junko Sagara ini menjawab dengan sangat lugas sekali ya kan, teman-teman Hortimania dimanapun Anda berada, dan sangat antusias sekali ya Mrs. Junko Sagara. Why do you like Indonesia?
Oh, great food! Thanks to the agriculture, but nice people.
Oh,
And yes, I very much enjoy the.
Oke, lanjut. Mana Matsu? Oke, Miss Sagara, perubahan iklim El Nino mempengaruhi ketersediaan dan kualitas sumber daya air untuk pertanian hortikultura di Indonesia. Menurut Anda, bagaimana seharusnya pemerintah membuat kebijakan?
Thank you. So with the increasing uncertainties in water provision and water security. But there's also at the same time increasing water demand, not only for horticulture, agriculture, but also for other demands as well. And so there will be increasing competition among water users. So there will need to be more, better planning for the water resources and to address those different needs.
Yes.
And also to rethink infrastructure, the water infrastructure that are providing water to different users. They need to be coordinated, and also to take it from a systems overview. So from the water source to the sea, and try to capture rainfall, and also to provide water at the necessary locations at the right timing, and how to make sure that the infrastructure from the source to sea can work as an integrated system. And I think if the government can support that in not only in planning but also in ensuring delivery of infrastructure, and also to manage the demands, water demands as well, by adapting more water efficient technologies. I think that will address some of the challenges that we are facing with the impact of climate change.
Apakah ada teknologi atau inovasi terbaru dalam pengolahan sumber daya air yang dapat diadopsi oleh petani hortikultura di Indonesia?
Okay. So adoption of water efficient irrigation technology may be one, but also with the maybe some digital technologies or the solutions that can provide the farmers with advanced information or the forecasting information on for example, the dry spells or the rain events, and do some early warnings information to also support the horticulture sector.
Wow. Oke, Mrs. Sagara, bagaimana Anda melihat perkembangan hortikultura di Indonesia dalam beberapa tahun terakhir?
Okay. I think there's a huge potential, as I mentioned earlier in the event. The country has the dry land that has not been fully utilized, but the country has many of the comparative advantages for developing horticulture. And with the government trying to implement more integrated solutions from farm to market, and I think the country has a huge potential to develop a horticulture sector, not only to serve the population in Indonesia with better food and higher quality food, but also to develop the export market in the future as well. So yes, I look forward to seeing that development, not only during this implementation of the horticulture development in dryland areas project, but also beyond that as well.
Sagara, apa buah Indonesia yang disukai di Jepang?
Well, I think there are many fruits that Indonesia has that we cannot usually get in Japan. I like mangosteen.
Durian, you like durian?
Yes, I do. I like durian too. Yes, I like durian. I like mangosteen. I like mangoes. I like pineapples, bananas. Many of the fruits that are produced here in Indonesia. Unfortunately, in Japan, I have not seen any fruits that have been imported from Indonesia in the past. But maybe in 5 years, 10 years from now, we will be seeing more fruits being exported from Indonesia to Japan, and I look forward to seeing that.
Why do you like fruit Indonesia?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, because they taste good.
Oke. Apa yang membedakan buah Indonesia dengan buah dari luar sana gitu?
I must say, I probably have not tasted all of the fruits that this country has. I think Indonesia has, even for one specific, for example, mango, I think it has so many varieties. Durian, so many varieties too. And bananas, so many varieties too. And that is not something that we see in, for example, my country, Japan. I think there are lots to discover, and I think that this variety of fruit that you have in this country, it's really something that that makes me fascinated. So yes, I look forward to exploring more and finding out more. video.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Luar biasa Hortimania. Saat ini kita sudah berdiskusi panjang lebar dengan Miss Junko Sagara dan sangat luar biasa sekali jawabannya. Ternyata dia sangat menyukai komunitas hortikultura yang ada di Indonesia ini. Thank you very much for Mrs. Junko Sagara. Arigato.
Arigato. Makasih banyak.
Terima kasih banyak. Ada lagi bahasa Indonesia yang bisa.
Sorry, I don't know if I answered your question properly, but
Okay, thank you very much.